Hello everyone. Happy New Year. Let me just make sure I'm live everywhere. Yep. Okay, cool. So, Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and a really, really great celebration around New Year's. I've had the most lovely Christmas. I've literally switched off from work since the 21st of December until the 31st, when I started to do some work, manically trying to catch up, and then thought I was going back to work tomorrow, yesterday rather, and see, I don't even know what day it is, and luckily, excuse me one second, sorry. Luckily, yesterday I had a client, because when I started working yesterday, and I did have the kids at home, I really didn't want to, and I really felt like, oh gosh, can't I just be a housewife? Can't I just play with the kids? Can't I just, I've just spent so much time connecting to my family, and it was really hard to get back into it. And I was like, I was worried I'd lost the love for it, which for me is terrifying, because I've built this thing. How can I lose the love for it? Because what do I do? I can't service my clients and serve my clients even if I'm not loving it. And I felt really like stuck, and like I was wading through mud, and just it was just really hard. And I had all these different emotions. I had all these plans that I wanted to make for 2018 on one side of my brain, and then the other side was saying, no, just carry on as you are. You're fine. You've built it to where you wanted it to be. You don't need to go further. You're fine where you are. Just keep things ticking over, which I could do. And yesterday I probably would have signed up for that. But luckily, as I said, I had this client, and this client was actually feeling very similar to me. It was one of my private clients, and bless her, aren't our clients just so frequently a mirror of ourselves? Because so often when I get on the phone with a client, they're going through the same thing that I'm either have gone through, or usually have gone through, but fairly recently, or I'm going through a similar thing at the moment at that time. Obviously, usually on a very different scale. But it was such a mirror. She was feeling exactly how I was feeling, and obviously I couldn't go into like, if I had been with a friend, I might have probably had a little moan and said, yeah, I know how you're feeling, la la la. And obviously I did say, yeah, I get how you're feeling, because I admit that I found this morning a struggle, but thank goodness we're connecting, and we've got this coaching session, because having that coaching session just turned our worlds around. Turned her world around and turned my world around. So and how did it do that? Well, I think when you've lost the spark, just throwing yourself back into it by connecting with people, not by catching up on all the emails and the admin and the paperwork and the tech that you need to catch up on, not even by connecting with your team if they are technical. My team are outsourced in the Philippines, and they're wonderful, but I knew the only way I would get that spark back is to talk about the stuff that I love, my zone of genius, and to help people in the way that I help them, which was by coaching them and by doing some tapping with them. So we started looking at goals and so on, but she just wasn't feeling it. So I said, okay, let's put those to one side for a moment. What is it that you're actually feeling or not feeling? And that gave us some clarity. So I invite you guys to do the same. Just write a few notes down. What is it that you are resisting? What is it that you are fearful of? Why is it that you're not feeling excited and fired up about the year? And, don't get me wrong, you might still be feeling fired up. You might be feeling fabulous about the year. But usually there comes a time in the first week of January where people are just like, oh, I was so excited and now I'm not. So what is it for you specifically that is going on? What are you resisting? What are you fearing? Okay. And I was resisting getting back to the hard work for sure. This client was resisting taking that extra step up because she's got her business in the last year we've been working together to an awesome place. And, you know, looking at her goals, she's achieved everything on paper that she wanted to achieve. So technically she could stop now, couldn't she? But of course not, because you get to a point and it's an ever climbing ladder. You want to go to the next level. And in order to do that, you need to be all in. You can't do it half-heartedly. So she was worried about getting to the next level. She was worried about how much time that would take, how her business was going to have to change. She'd got it to a point where it felt a little bit easy. And, you know, she does need more help in her business. So that was one of the things. She was scared of employing someone or contracting someone. She was worried about all the impact on the other areas of her life, because one of the things we've worked quite committedly on is her balancing her business with her life. So being able to stay fit and healthy during the year, because that was probably the biggest mistake I made. Sorry, my hair's irritating me. That was the mistake I made. Even last year a little bit, I will admit, I wasn't as committed as I have been in the past to my fitness, and that continued over Christmas, and so I've put a bit of weight on and need to release that. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But yeah, what is it for you? I've got some people watching, but I can't see who you are. So say hi, guys. And I'm not sure when you jumped on because I'm looking at multiple screens. I'm live streaming on 2 different platforms. So so just write down for me, what is it that you're resisting? What is it that you're fearful of? And once we got clarity on that, and we did some tapping, which I'm going to take you through in a moment, we then were able to move into the coaching. Right, okay, let's get our plan together. What is it that you need to address first? Is it getting a VA? Is it getting specific technical help? Is it looking at your brand? What is it that is the key thing, the first thing that we need to do this year to get you to that next level? What are your plans for the year? Where do you want to be this time next year? And, you know, that was a very exciting conversation once we'd got rid of the resistance. And all it was, oh, so it's Bonnie that's here. Hi, Bonnie. Good morning. You must be up quite early because I'm live streaming very early today. So yeah, once we'd got rid of the fear and the resistance, and all it was this this ego, some people call it, this upper limit problem. If you've read the book, or if you haven't read the book, then please do read it, the Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. It talks about upper limit problems. I also call them backlashes. And once all it is your mind resisting, and your body, obviously, but it's saying, no, I don't want you to go to that next level because it still doesn't feel safe. Even though you've done all of this to get to there, you've got to stretch and grow and expand. And expansion is my key word for the year, because I know I've got to do that as well. So, so what is your key word for the year? We'll be able to figure that out. Something will come to you very naturally once we've done this tapping that I'm about to take you through. So so let's do it, shall we? Let's stop chatting and let's do some. So if you haven't tapped with me before, I do it in a very, very simple way. I'm literally just tapping on these points here. And notice I've forgotten to put my rings on today. Not to worry, I'm married. Yeah, you just tap on these points while I will say a word or a sentence, and you just repeat after me. It's very, very simple. And oh, we've got, I don't know why I'm not seeing the comments. So Katja is here, and I can't see your comments, darling, but Katja's here. So welcome, Katja. I'm going to welcome you in the group properly after this live stream. And I had an amazing chat with Katja, very, well, not that early, at 9 o'clock, but it felt early to me, and because I'm out of the practice, so I'm out of the habit of getting up early. So I need to. That's the other thing I need to get back into. So let's address all of that in this tapping, and so what I want you to do is just close your eyes and take a really nice deep breath. And if your head is already busy from everything you've thought about so far today, then just as you continue to take some nice deep breaths and literally feel your head slowing down. And just by doing this, like you could do this multiple times a day, you'll just get a little bit of space and clarity in your head. And I like to visualize a roundabout with children on it. And you know when you push it really, really fast and it just goes round and round and round, but then it naturally slows down. If you don't keep on pushing it, it will naturally slow down and eventually it will stop. And as you do that, the children jump off at different times. The brave ones go first and others might stay on to the end. But the kids jump off, and that's like your clutter in your mind just jumping off of this roundabout and your head just slowing down. So visualize that in your mind, and you probably want to close your eyes while you do this and take some nice deep breaths. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground, your legs aren't crossed. If you can kick your shoes off, great, but don't worry too much. And then you're going to have to open your eyes because you want to follow me tapping unless you know the points yourself. But I'm going to say a sentence and you just repeat after me. And if it doesn't feel true, you can just tweak the wording. If you can say it out loud, that's fabulous. If not, say it under your breath. Okay, so we're just going to start on the points, and just as we do this, tune into those fears and that resistance. Okay, so on the eyebrow point, there's such a lot to do. Side of the eye. 2018 was going to be my year. Under the eye. I was really going to ace 2018. Under the nose. But already I can feel resistance on the chin. It feels hard already. And it's only the 3rd of January. On the collarbone. This was going to be so much easier this year. Top of the head. But that dreaded fear has come up. Eyebrow. What is it I'm so scared of? Outside of the eye. What is it I'm resisting? Under the eye. How can I go from being so excited under the nose to feeling flat on the chin, tired on the collarbone, exhausted even, top of the head. Life would be so easy if I could just coast for a while. Eyebrow. If I could just relax for a bit outside of the eye. If I didn't have to keep on pushing and pushing under the eye. When will it ever stop? It feels good to be talking about this. On the chin. I completely honour all of my feelings around this. Collarbone. I honour what my body's trying to do. Top of the head. It's trying to keep me safe again. Eyebrow. And I've done this before, and I thought I wouldn't have to do it again. Eyebrow. Side of the eye. I thought I'd said goodbye to the resistance. Under the eye. But here it is again. Under the nose. And here I am having to deal with it. On the chin. But that's okay. I'm safe and I'm okay. Top of the head. And I'm totally honouring all of my feelings. Eyebrow. All of my fears. Side of the eye. That I will fail this year. Under the eye. that I won't get to where I want to be this year, under the nose, that this will be another year of struggle, on the chin. But I know it could be a year of massive breakthroughs, on the chin. And I'm already realising that last year wasn't so bad. Top of the head. Yes, there were struggles and hardship. Eyebrow. But there was so much learning and so many breakthroughs outside of the eye. I'm a different person to where and who I was this time last year. And this time next year, I'll be different again. Under the nose. Because I know that I'll never stop learning. On the chin. My goals will always grow and develop. On the collarbone. And so will I. Top of the head. The world really is my oyster. Eyebrow. Even though that still sounds quite scary. Outside of the eye. I'm ready to welcome in ease. Under the eye. I'm ready to welcome in clarity. Under the nose. I'm ready to welcome in help. On the chin. I'm ready to welcome in confidence. Collarbone. I'm ready to welcome in courage. Top of the head. Courage to take that next step. Eyebrow. Courage to be who I really want to be. Outside of the eye. The courage to take the action that I want to take. Under the eye. And the courage to take the action that I don't want to take. Under the nose. The courage to take the action that I find really hard and I'm really resistant to. The chin. It's all part of the journey. Collarbone. And I'm safe and I'm ready. Welcoming in 2018. Saying goodbye to the resistance. Accepting and acknowledging the fear. Under the eye. And the way my body's trying to protect me and keep me safe. Under the nose. I'm safe and I'm okay. In the chin. I'm safe and I can do this. Collarbone. There's no other option. Top of the head. And I don't want there to be. Eyebrow. And through being ultra aware of my feelings, I can figure out what I want to do. What I don't want to do. What I want to outsource. What I want to stop doing completely. I'm committing to working in my zone of genius. I'm committing to working with the clients that light me up. I'm committing to doing the work that I love. My zone of genius. Helping other people. Creating transformation. Creating change. I'm so excited now. If I'm still a little apprehensive, that's okay. But I'm safe and I'm ready. Okay, put your hand on your heart and take a really lovely deep breath for me, guys. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? So just close your eyes again. And I just want you to keep your hands on your heart and just tune in to those feelings that you had when we started. And just see what's there now. See how you're feeling now. I'm getting some love and some thumbs up, so I'm assuming that means it's changed. And it might not even be there anymore. You might just, you can see from my physiology, when you're ready to open your eyes, I feel lighter, and I wasn't even feeling resistance this morning. I was just very tired because the kids were up twice in the night, and with the storms and everything. But yeah, isn't it great to do this work and just to allow yourself to acknowledge the fear, rather than what we normally do is we push it away again and again, and we try to ignore it. And it's there, and it's like a impatient child throwing a tantrum. If we don't listen to it, it's going to get more and more irritated and throw a bigger and bigger tantrum until we give that child the attention it needs. And that's your inner child saying, help, I'm scared, I don't want to do this. And when you acknowledge it and get down to its level, say it's okay. It's okay that you're there, but actually my higher self, my adult version of me, or if you're spiritual, that higher self, that part of you, that knows what you want to do. That's the logical part. It says it is okay. You're not going to come to any harm doing this. It might be a bit of hard work, but you actually love hard work. Who would you be without it? You know, so really just notice how that's changed and transformed for you. And I'd really urge you to write some notes down and write down how you're feeling right now, and the excitement you've got. If you haven't set your goals yet for the year, then do that now. I know I've got a couple of clients online watching, so this is the perfect time to prepare for our first group session on Monday. It's Wednesday today, so it gives you really great time to have a massive brain dump, or brainstorm. That's a much nicer word than a brain dump, isn't it? And really figure out, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you love doing? How can you change your business or tweak it and to enjoy even more what you do? What is it you need to let go of, either in your business, at home, in your spare time, or in your home life, whatever it is? What is it that you need help with and support with? And what do you know that you just need to get done? And actually get the shit done, get it out of the way, so you can concentrate on the stuff that you love, or get someone else to do the shit that you don't like. Hope you don't mind me swearing. So yeah, that's I hope that was great for you today. Please do comment about how put some comments in there and tell me how that's feeling for you. I don't think I can see the comments at the moment. They're not coming through, I'm afraid. But please do comment, because I'll be able to go back in after this and have a read of those and comment back for you. So I'm sorry I can't see the comments. I don't know what's going on in that regard. So just to let you know, this is 2018. This is the first live stream I've done this year. And I'm going to be doing more than last year. You had like a weekly one that was pretty much in the diary, and one or two others, kind of if I felt like it. What I want to do more of is I want to bring you more I want to bring more experts into the group, so you have access and inspiration and knowledge from these experts. So pass this on to people that you think might be interested, people that want to be in the group and really contribute to it. I don't just want to have random people coming in. I really want people that are contributing in the group if possible, but new blood as well. So if someone wants to come in and be interviewed by me live and be exposed to, we've got over 500 members now, and this does get shared on YouTube as well, and it gets made into a podcast, the Wealthy Entrepreneur podcast as well. And I'm going to make myself accountable right now. And oh, it's here. My laptop's leaning on it. I sometimes talk about this book that I've written, Limited to Limitless: Follow Your Passion, Impact Many, and Receive Abundantly. Now, this is an amazing book, but because I wasn't happy with the branding, the front cover, and I was in this transition period and I was too busy, I'm committing that this is going to be out properly to buy this year. Okay, let me be a bit more specific. It's going to be out by June. And that was something that I was nervous about this morning, but now I've done that tapping, it's got to be done. It's just got to be done. I'm sitting on fabulous content in here. If you want the ebook, you can ask me for it and I'll send it to you. It says in a nutshell the kind of stuff I do on mindset, and when I'm starting off working with someone, how I get them to raise their prices and niche and all those things. So it's a really great starter. You can see it's not very thick. It's pretty thin. You can read it in it's big text as well, so it really doesn't take up much time to go through. It's all really great common sense stuff, but stuff that we easily forget when we are starting out, especially, and when we've been doing it a while and we forget the basics, don't we, sometimes? So if anyone wants a copy, an e-copy, then let me know and I will send that to you. But that's my commitment. That's going to be out by June. And Katja, I'm going to talk to Katja, who I spoke to earlier, about doing a really nice fancy front cover for me for that. So that's my accountability. Why don't you post what you're committing to this year? Obviously, there's hundreds of other stuff that I'm doing. And I have to mention as well my 50K Mindset program, which kicks off on the 17th of January. That's the first session, the orientation session. We'll be going properly on the 24th. And 50K Mindset, it does what it says. It's to get you so fired up and ready energetically, physiologically, physically, psychologically, everything, to welcome 50K plus into your business this year. And why do I say 50K and not 100? Because a lot of coaches out there are saying, oh, I'll get you to 100 grand in a year. And most people that go on that route don't get to 100 grand in a year. And then they feel crap and they feel that it's something wrong with them. And it's not. It's just that you're starting out, or you're at a place where you haven't really got many clients. So, you know, we need to get a really good system in place to get those clients, which is my 50K formula. But that's all well and good, but if you don't have the mindset to match, then that's really difficult. So 50K Mindset, you don't have to be coaching with me in business to be in my 50K Mindset program. It's really great if you're working with another coach. It's absolutely fabulous. It will absolutely massively complement what they're giving you. And it's just going to be awesome. And you get a free ticket to my event, which is on the 15th and 16th of March in London. So it's on early bird now, and just contact me if you want to be on the priority list to get notification, or if you just want to chat about it. Contact me and PM me or say in the comments, and we'll set up a quick time to chat. I must go because my mum friend is here dropping off her child, and we're going to have coffee now. So I just heard a knock at the door, so I have to go. Love to you all. Have a fabulous year. This has been so much fun. Great to get back into it, and I hope you feel the same. Lots of love to you all.